Right, as always, when Ryan is in the studio, we have to get stuck into a bit of a debate. It wouldn't be a debate without Ryan here. Ryan, what's your eyebrows raised for in the world of Manchester United this week?
Well, to be fair, guys, I'm supposed to be doing a debate here, but I've just had something flash up on this iPad in front of me. Am I OK to break this? Am I OK to do that? I'm just asking the Yeah? OK, cool. Right. Manchester United have just had a bid accepted for... Well, I'll do the profile for you. Big man, up top, can score goals, got a little bit about him, as Alex Crook checks the phone.
Is this real?
Yeah, here we go. In truth, everyone's checking the phones. Can we just...
He's lying. Is this April Fool's or something?
No, it's not. It's right here in front of me. Can we flash it up on the screen?
He's lying here.
Can we get
this
it up on the screen?
Real. There
It's
you go.
talkSPORT chief football correspondent Alex Crook, ladies and gentlemen. What about it? At the Stretford and
I
can't swear.
He needs oxygen. Are you all right, Blair?
I'll tell you what, that was some brilliant acting going on.
That was great. Listen, I mean, look at him. He's in the full kit there.
I'm thinking, well, the watch isn't going off. I'm going, what's going on here?
Yeah, listen, you two literally were both like,
Crookie's going, my sources, I've been left. How's Ryan breaking stuff here?
Yeah. That was a massive moment for me. Massive moment for me. Look, what do you think, guys? Think he suits the full kit there? Are we enjoying that?
Fantastic.
I mean, there's a lot of quotes coming out here. I mean, apparently, if he played football on the snow, he would leave footprints. That's what it's saying.
What are they talking about? The add-ons, the fee agreed?
Well, £40 cash in hand.
40 quid.
And a few pints.
Yeah, but we're going to pay £10 instalments.
And do you know what? I took my own shirt as well.
Did you?
Just in case they didn't have one big enough.
Is that the cuts? Oh, I thought it was the cuts from Sir Jim. It's like you're going to have to bring your own gear.
Brilliant. What was going on there then, Crookie? You want to talk us through
So that was a game that we played on Monday morning, and it was a game they do every year, actually, media against club staff. There's the media team. You can see our own Mickey Gray in the front row there alongside David Ornstein, our colleague from The Athletic. We had about 26 players in the media squad, and we played a team of United club staff. Now, apparently, in this fixture last season, they were 6-0 up, the club staff, after half an hour. So we had a new manager in Simon Peach from the Press Association.
Go on, Peachy.
We played a new formation. We played the Ruben Amorim back three.
Oh, you never.
We did.
Where was you, Crookie?
I started as a right wing back, and then I moved into a right-sided central defender.
Right wing back on that big pitch, Crookie.
And we drew 2-2. Yeah, I had one run. When I first came on as right wing back, I had one run up the wing, and Mickey Gray said, "Go on, Crookie, I love that." Took a long time to get back. I didn't do that again.
Yeah. Right, moving on from Crookie. As hard as it is, let's move on from Crookie.
Back to real life now.
Back to reality.
Right, okay.
Fantastic debate, this one. And I'm gonna aim it your way first, Flex. So Manchester United, of course, one of the biggest things that we've done, arguably, in this transfer window since the season ended, is retain Bruno Fernandes. That is massive news for us. Really, real big positive. And Bruno potentially through the door as well. We've got Cunha, potentially Gyökeres over the line now as well. Well, we've at least opened talks with him. So after all of that, in your mind, what is the minimum requirement for Manchester United next season?
Great question.
It's a good question, and I think that it's going to change from fan to fan. I think we have to be realistic as well as to like where we're coming from and look at the other good teams in the division that are going to do a lot of good business, right? For me, I'm less attributed to a number. I'll be honest, I'm less attributed to a number. I'll give you one, but I'm less attributed to a number and more attributed to my eye test and understanding that we're becoming a better team. I'll be honest, because it depends, right? If Man United finished 7th, right, but I could see that we're going in the right direction. We are building. The signers we brought in started to do well. But, you know, the likes of the top three, who we know who they are, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, you know, then you add in Newcastle United, Aston Villa, Chelsea, they were just too good. Like, what could we, you know, that was tough. We finished 7th, going in the right direction. Context is key. I would say as a flat rate, I'm saying top 6.
Okay.
Just as you ask me, what comes to mind straight away is top 6. That's what's reasonable. But again, it's about context. If we finish 7th, I'm not going to be like, it's a disgrace, what's happened here. If you look at 8th, it might be, again, it sounds defeatist and people could be saying, you're going to get all these players. You think you're only going to finish 8th? We have to be realistic.
Yeah.
Get excited about the players we're going to sign because it shows a statement of intent and an upturn in quality. But if I'm being realistic, I feel like it could be, I think top 6 is the most realistic and a good cup run because we've got, you know, a week off between each and every single game. And anything above that clearly is a big bonus.
Yeah, I hear that. Crookie, I'm going to put the same question to you.
Top 6 for me as well.
Yeah.
And do you know what? this could come back to haunt me because it's been such a dreadful season. I don't think we're that far away from that. Defensively, pretty solid.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lack of goals is a problem. We scored 44 goals as a team last season.
Wow.
Bumo and Cunha got 35 between them. So if we get those two signings over the line, if we get a number 9, you look at what Forest did this year and they flirted with the Champions League places for most of the season. I don't think they're a very good team. So I don't think it would take too much for United to bridge that gap. And I'm putting a lot of faith in Ruben Amorim to show to us what a good manager he is next season. Because like you, I don't think we've seen that so far.
Yeah. Ange?
I think I agree with what Flex is saying in that it was such a terrible season and the fans were put through so much. You've got, the highs of some games, like beating City, drawing against Liverpool, getting to a Europa League final. But then there were some horrible, horrible moments. And I think as a fan and for the fans, the main thing I need to see is the idea. I need to see something tangible to hold on to that we can see the track now, we can see what's going on, we can see what Amorim's trying to do, etc. I need more of that. I think European football, Champions League, I don't think is going to happen. If we can get Europa League football, I think that would be great. I think it's a good opportunity because we're not playing in Europe to have good cup runs, but I'm not bothered about a cup because we're very lucky that we've won 2 recently. That's not going to change what's going on because what did we do last season? We banked it all on a cup run and we didn't win it. So I think the main thing is consistency in the Premier League. I want to see week in, week out, this team showing up, putting their hearts and souls on the line. So for me, that is the main thing that we need. It doesn't have to be about getting to a cup final. That's lovely, but we're very spoiled. We have had that. It's about leaving Old Trafford every other week feeling like, you know what, can feel something building here to give the fans a little bit more excitement, something to hold on to.
Can I ask you, Ryan? I mean, you're always quite optimistic and stuff. Something we haven't really... We've kind of spoke about the modest take of let's just be realistic. But there's going to be people screaming at the screen now and in the comments that are going to have an alternative view and say, hang on a minute, listen, things change very, very quickly in football. If you get the right players, 1 game a week, fresh. So this thing about Ruben Amorim saying I need time, players, if anything, we want a smaller squad because there's less games. Yeah. We can attack all these big games, these Super Sunday games that against the top 6 now, all fresh. Why can't Man United get in the top 4? Why can't, if you got Gyökeres, if you got Mbeumo, and you got 1 game a week, could that happen?
You've got so many teams playing in Europe this season as well. There's so many English clubs playing in Europe. You make a good point with the freshness of the players. Right?
There'll be some fatigue that creeps into those other teams that did well this season. I mean, I think that's just the way it is. I mean, Aston Villa, just towards the end, you just saw that kind of that blowout, and that's a natural hangover.
You've got Club World Cup as well with City and Chelsea.
Yeah, and the Club World Cup's an interesting one because will that just feed into an excellent pre-season for these players, or will it burn them out like the Euros did, for example, like some of these players? So that's going to be a really interesting dynamic. But you're right, on a season-by-season basis, a team can just take off. It really can.
We've seen it before.
Look at Unai when he took over Villa, by the way. Now, you're looking at, for me, the biggest concern isn't the players coming through the door. We talked about Gyökeres, that I'm in and ahhing. I'm not umming and ahhing about him. I think, bring him in. Like you said, he knows how to hit the back of the net. We've got Premier League proven talent, which I think was the way to go in Cunha and Mbeumo. So the players that are coming through the door aren't necessarily the concern. For me, the concern, and I hate to say it because I am hammering in, is the manager and whether this is going to click, because so far I've not seen that. So that idea has to really, really be put under the magnifying glass straight away. So I also think, and that's the beauty of coming last, I echo everyone here. It's unanimous that I think we could go for top 6, but if we're top half with an identity, with a style, and there's been progression, that will be good enough for me. I don't necessarily need European football. I just need to see good results, and I need to see this identity manifest itself.
Context is key. It might sound a bit funny to say, 10th is fine, but context is key if you listen to what Ryan said there. Right, that's it for another episode of Inside Devils. Thank you very much for joining us. Big thanks to Crookie, Angelina, and of course Ryan as well. And we'll see you on the next episode. Take care, guys.